All right, here's a question where you're asked to find the vertex of that parabola. And once you find the vertex, then you have to find an axis of symmetry, does it have a max and min, and say what that value is, and then use the graphing tool. Okay, so you could determine that. Let me just write out the function again. So here's our function. It's x squared over 2 plus 2x plus 1. Now we know that the normal function looks like this. Ax squared plus bx plus c. So I'm okay that b is 2 and c is 1, but a is sort of a little funny because there's actually a fraction there. And what you can do is there's no coefficient in front of the x squared, so you can assume it's 1. So I would say that a is 1/2, b is 2, and c is 1. Okay, so now I can do my vertex formula. So to figure out the x-coordinate of the vertex, I do a minus b over 2a. So it's minus b over 2 times a. So b is 2, so I put a 2 there. And then a is 1/2. Okay, if you multiply 2 times 1/2, I think that gives you 1. So you have minus 2 over 1, or minus 2. So that's the x-coordinate of the vertex. Now let's figure out the y-coordinate. And to get the y-coordinate, you figure out the value of the function, the original one, that one, when you plug in this number. So when I plug in a negative 2. So it's x squared, so it's x squared over 2 plus 2 times x plus 1. So I know my x value is this one, the negative 2. So that's what I'm going to plug in right here, because that's this, right? And right here, negative 2 goes there. That goes there, plus 1. Okay, negative 2 squared would be a positive 4 divided by 2 would be a 2. 2 times a minus 2 would be a negative 4 plus 1. So 2 take away 4 is negative 2 plus 1. I think that comes out to a negative 1. So my vertex is, the x-coordinate is a negative 2, and the y-coordinate is a negative 1. So on my graph over here, let me maybe make a bigger graph. Okay, it's not that much bigger. Minus 2 and a minus 1, that's my vertex. Now, when I look at the original function here, there's no negative sign out front. So that means the graph has to open up this way. So if it opens up this way, there's a lowest point that it can go. So there'd be a minimum value. And then that minimum value is whatever the y value is at that at the vertex. So that'd be a negative 1. Oh, the vertex, negative 2, negative 1. I didn't fill all that in. Axis of symmetry is x is equal to negative 2. Axis of symmetry is always the x value of the vertex. Okay, I hope that sort of explains where I got the x values from in order to determine the vertex. Hopefully that helps, but if it doesn't, give me a holler.